There's a lot that has been going on lately. Now, we've been dealing with a retracement, a healthy retracement. And I have not been seeing anybody been having any FUD or anything else like that. Yeah, Bitcoin retracing. Dogelon sitting at 1700s. The founders of these digital assets, they know what's about to happen. I'm talking about this year. They know what's about to happen. Some people say it's going to happen in 2025. Dogelon Mars with HTX, with them putting it on all their posters, and we are going to have a crazy bull run. They are ready to reset of what's going on in this world right now with currency. Now, if you're in right now, you're in. If you want to pull out, go ahead and pull out if you want to. Because I'm still damn bullish. Now, if you guys knew what's going on, Dogelon been having its movement. They're still working behind the scenes, and you guys are seeing it with these major exchanges. You guys are still waiting for Binance and Coinbase. But this is what's happening. The Basel III deadline looms. This is the global reset. They say the deadline is January 23rd. Now, if these banks ain't together, watch. You're going to see Merrill Lynch. You're going to see Vanguard getting into the Bitcoin ETF. These global financial institutions are trying to take advantage of these retailers who still don't have any knowledge of crypto. They think buying a Bitcoin ETF is they're controlling their crypto, which they're not. They're not telling them go to Coinbase, go to Binance, go to such and such exchange to purchase this digital asset. They're going through the third party. That's what these financial institutions like, the third party. They rape you. They buy it for a low price. You pay the fee. Okay? Now, let me read this out to you guys. Global financial crisis and the call for currency reset, January 23rd deadline, sending shockwaves throughout the global financial landscape. Okay? But could this crisis be the catalyst for a new world order with control over both global currency and military alliances hanging in the balance? You guys seen the Davos conference where the guy said he wants to see everything, where you travel, what you eat, where you're going. They're building a technology for that. They want that to happen. So we can't get angry. Most people can't get angry that they want to do that because why? We want digital currency. I mean, it's a win or lose or win-win. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to deal with it. But I'm not going through no BlackRock anything to purchase anything where I could purchase these digital assets myself. Now, this is what they're saying. Step 1, Basel III, a critical assessment. In-depth analysis of Basel III standards. 2, the significance of asset-backed funds. 3, consequences of non-compliance. As what the CEO of BlackRock, he says Bitcoin is the gold standard. That's what he says. He says Bitcoin is the gold standard and it's more powerful than a government. Number 2, the global banking crisis, a ticking time bomb. The gravity of global banking crisis, vulnerabilities in the current financial system, the impact on economies worldwide. This is happening. 3, resetting the global currency, a controversial proposal. 1, the argument for a global currency reset, challenges and potential benefits, implications for financial stability. Again, family, we are getting near to the transformation of wealth. But at this transformation of wealth, we will deal with a global reset. So they're going to reset the currency. They're going to reset the debt ceiling. They're going to reset it. Okay? So that's why the United States government, they're not really worried about how much debt that we are in. They know we're going to be implementing digital currency as our currency. I'm not saying as global currency, but as currency in whole. They're not going to disperse the fiat just yet. It's still going to be here. 4, assuming control of the global military alliance. The connection between finance and military power, which they are already using Bitcoin and Ethereum. And they're saying that most of these drug traders or whatever, they're using digital currency and Tether to money launder. Okay. Number 5, the road to a new world order. Examining the scenarios and possibilities, global leadership and its contenders, the potential for a paradigm shift. And when this paradigm shift, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy for a lot of people in this world who are not invested into digital assets. This is why I hold tons of Elon. This is why I preach about Elon to the masses on this YouTube channel, because most people can't afford Bitcoin or a whole Ethereum. They need to hold plenty of digital assets. Okay, so when this paradigm knocks in, okay, there's going to be major changes. There's going to be people who are going to be left behind and wishing that they have invested in Bitcoin or digital assets this year, years before, but it was too late. As the world holds its breath, awaiting January 23rd, one thing is clear. We are standing at a crossroads of historic proportions. The future of the global financial system hangs in the balance, and with it, the potential of a new world order to emerge. Okay? Again, like what I told you guys, our cell phones is our banks. We are walking decentralized banks. Okay? Please don't be lost of what's about to happen. Basel 3, the end of banking misconduct. As we transition to this new financial era, which Bitcoin ETF was the historic moment. Yeah, prices didn't really raise how high that we wanted. It didn't really raise how high we wanted, but it will happen this year. Okay? They're trying to fix the whole financial landscape. That's what they're doing right now. So you guys probably ask me, Crypto Brown, what does this have to do with Elon? It has to do a lot with Elon. You're able to purchase billions of digital assets of Elon right now. Okay? You're able to stay ahead of the game. Elon been dropping you guys airdrops. Basel 3, a set of international banking regulations here to ensure that banks can no longer get away with misconduct. And these are the things: taking advantage of internal information. Banks will no longer exploit insider information for personal gain. That's what they're doing right now. Bank of shadow. Shadow banking practices will be eradicated, ensuring that all financial transactions are transparent and accountable. This is where digital assets come in play. Okay? Chain sharing plan. No more opaque chain sharing schemes that manipulate the market. They are already putting it out that they are manipulating the market as we speak. Okay? Bitcoin was already supposed to touch 1 million. XRP was already supposed to touch 10,000. XLM supposed to go up. Elon was already supposed to be at $1, but y'all ain't awoke yet. Money laundering. Stringent measures will be placed to prevent money laundering. Rules, profit speculation. Speculative profit-making strategies will be closely monitored and regulated, which is the Davos conference, which they were already speaking about. They want to monitor where you go, what you're driving, what you're flying, what you're eating, what kind of food you're eating, what you're doing. They want to know. And it's none of their business. But if we're so bullish on digital currency, I mean, you got to let that happen. You got to let that happen. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, but you got to let it happen. Um, Ghost property. The use of ghost properties to manipulate markets will be prohibited. Extra budget items. Banks will not be allowed to create hidden extra budget items to deceive stakeholders. Okay. These are the 20 steps of what they're going to do with the whole banking crisis, the whole financial crisis in this space. A lot of things are running up and preparing for us for this super cycle that is about to happen. I believe the reason why is January 23rd, because they know the super cycle is going to shoot these prices up and they want to have control. They want to have control of what you're spending on this and this. They're only going to have control of the people who are not in this space, who are not deeply, heavily in this crypto space. They're going to be controlling them. They're going to try to monitor us, but we don't want the Fed coin. We don't want what the government is trying to give us. We already been investing for these years for financial freedom and also generational wealth. So the Davos and the whole world, what they're trying to do is they're trying to control. They're trying to control. They're trying to give you financial freedom where you could roam and do this as you please, but under their order. No, I don't want to be under anybody's order. It's what I say go. It's what I say go. Now, if most of you guys are not even prepared for this or ready to sell your bags, sell your bags. You're just doing yourself a favor. You ain't doing me a favor. You know what I'm saying? You could complain, talking about different digital assets that they're still creeping. They're still low. They're still low. Ain't none of these assets really seen a bull run yet. But see, Bitcoin, you can't talk about Elon and Bitcoin still ain't touching 100 grand yet. You understand what I'm saying? This is why I'm so bullish on Elon, okay? Not because I don't have the financial bank account to go ahead and purchase a whole bunch of Bitcoin. If I did, I could. But this is for myself, and this is for people who are in my position who cannot afford a whole Bitcoin at this time to be able to accumulate these assets at a cheap price that you can't go wrong. Because out of the 5 assets you spend out of, what if one just jump? What if 2 of them just jump and the rest of them just decrease? You never know in this space. So I appreciate you guys watching. Just understand this. I'm totally bullish, but understand we got something big in front of us, and we all have to go over it. We all have to go over it. If you choose to sell your bag and don't want to go over that steep mountain, do what you got to do. But in order for us to be able to have this financial freedom, this generational wealth, we have to climb that steep mountain. We have to ride that steep roller coaster and come all the way down, because once we come all the way down, we're going to go into a super cycle. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys subscribing. We're here to win it.